Okay, well, Meta is working on a set of ethical guidelines for virtual influencers, animated, typically computer-generated characters designed to attract attention on social media. But what do these guidelines look like, and should Meta be the one to set them? We're joined by our expert, Dr. Karen Sutherland from the University of Sunshine Coast, and Dennis Yu from Blitzmetrics in the United States. Welcome to you both.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome.
Karen, what do these guidelines look like? What does the regulation look like here?
Well, look, it's still all up in the air, but if there's anything we can look at, it might be India, who have actually started to build in these guidelines for virtual influencers, just to make sure that people, when they are interacting with them online and in the metaverse, actually understand that it's not a real person. It's actually a company using this computer-generated person to promote their products and brand.
Dennis, where could this go wrong?
Well, Facebook had to change their name because of some reputation issues. So I suspect, given their track record, there's going to be some privacy issues, identity issues, and the intentional muddying of calling the metaverse Meta, so people are not really sure whether it's Facebook or the larger internet. I think Facebook's going to use this as an opportunity to use e-commerce inside the metaverse so that anything can be bought and sold. And that's their play with NFT, and Meta is the next extension of Facebook.
I also wanted to speak about targeted advertising today. We've all fallen victim to this. You're speaking about something and then it pops up on your phone. It's clearly extremely powerful. But the right ad campaign can help shape or create demand. But political campaigns are actually using similar strategies here to push candidates and ideas. But Karen, could this be dangerous given today's extremely decisive, political landscape?
Yeah, it can be if the person consuming the content isn't savvy and aware of what's going on. And there's been some internet researchers who have flagged the issue of what they call breadcrumbing. So to actually lead people to really, outrageous and extreme ideas and ideologies. So starting with quite a small idea where they interact with that content, then they'll see something else because of the targeted advertising. And slowly but surely they end up in these areas of extremism. So I think that's one of the issues that's been flagged.
Dennis, is this pushing people to extremes at the moment?
It absolutely is. When you look at social networks and the growth of the amount of content, the content that shows up is going to be things that are called a filter bubble. Things that your friends like, things that are the most popular. So when you see the evolution of like Twitter to Facebook to TikTok, it's those items that are the highest engagement, which also tend to be aligned with fake news or radicalization or people who are really angry about something. So this is an issue we don't have a good answer on. Facebook's invested millions, if not close to billions, on trying to figure out how to determine fake news and how to not manipulate people's emotions, but still give them what they want. It is probably the thorniest issue on the internet.
We do have to wrap things up, but Dennis and Karen, thank you as always for your insight. We'll catch you next week.
Thank you.